Alright everyone, welcome back for another video on Monmate Master. Today I talk about the badges. I just unlocked that feature 21 days after the server launch, and basically you can access that through that icon here on your character profile. So if I go to identify here, you can see that I have the chest at the top, so I have close to 100 because I already opened one. You can acquire some through some events and by purchasing a lot of things, because as always you have some packs everywhere in that game every time you have a new content. Even if you have just a new event in which you need to spend some dices, then you have that all the time. Packs everywhere in that game. This is super predatory, but whatever, this is not the subject of the video, alright? So you have your chest that you can acquire through different content in the game, and you have the badges inside. You have different rarities. Basically, the ultra rare is the highest rarity you have at the moment. You have one chance on 500 to obtain one when you are drawing. 3 chance, almost a 4 chance on 100 to obtain a yellow, and then a bit more chance to get the other ones, alright? You have different sets, if I understood here, giving you some different set effects, alright? So for example, at the moment, if I click here, these are the ones we currently have, and if I click there on this one, you have some main stats that are given to you forever once you own the badge. Okay, you don't need to equip that on your Monmate, I mean, to have the stats on your account. And here you have two things, the equip effect and the equip stat. You need to equip one badge per Monmate, and you are giving your Monmate the stat here, for example, the crit chance with that badge and the equip effect. But you have the effects only on the ultra rare. So for example, if I select this one, it's increasing the damage resistance of my Monmate by 4%, and it has that effect. Grow in size, gain 15% HP, and deal 15% more damage. Also, take 25% less damage when HP falls below 20%. If I go on another one, for example, store 20% of the damage taken the first time HP falls below 30%, convert all the stored damage into a shield at once. The shield decays to 0 within 5 seconds, alright? So you have a lot of different effects. And if you click here, you have different themes, and this one is gonna unlock after 18 more days, and this one later, and you have different rotation for the different badges in game, alright? Alright, so here you have the gear section. This is where you can equip your badges to your Monmates, and you can see that you can equip 2 maximum per Monmate, but this one is not available yet, and I don't know the condition to unlock that. Maybe it's just gonna open later. Over time they will add that, but for now we have only one, alright? For your first battle team and for your second battle team. If you don't know what is the second battle, in fact, you're attributing some Monmates to other Monmates. And so, for example, here, this one is on my Tremagon. So when my Tremagon dies, this one, if I have 10 blue flames, will replace my Tremagon in battle. So this is basically how it works, alright? And so you have the badges collection there. And you can see every single one you have, the stars level you have. The more the stars, the more the effects, of course, and the more the stats you have on your account. Alright? So this is basically how it works. Alright, so without further ado, guys, let's see if I have some luck today. I have close to 100 to spend. Let's just skip that so it's gonna go faster. Open 10 by 10 and let's see what I am getting today. Alright, so I already got a yellow. And I got some shards for the other ones. Alright. So I suppose that it is the full yellow. Damage resistance. So this is a pretty cool one in my opinion. Alright. So let's continue. Draw 10 more. Here I got a full purple and another one here. Crit damage of 5.3%. And here I already had this one. It's increasing the attack speed of my Monmate. I got a blue one, a crit damage, and I got this one, a damage resistance 1%. I don't care about the blues, I don't care about the purples. The higher the rarity, the better, of course. So let's see if I have some red. Here I got only one purple. What it does, a crit chance. Still pretty interesting. Got only a blue one here, 2 blues. I got another purple. Ignore crit damage, I don't care at all. I got nothing here. 2 purples, crit damage 5% and damage increase at 1.7%. Oh, I got another yellow. Damage increase at 2.67. Why not? And I already have nothing left. Alright, so I got some badges here. I don't know what they are. And I can go one by one now and see if I have some luck. To get at least an ultra rare, that would be great. Alright, and I got absolutely nothing else here, so I can click everywhere to unlock the ones I have now. Then I can start them up, I guess. So I'm getting a lot more power, by the way. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot more power. This is just a few millions. And now I have like close to 4 billion, so 1 million here and there is not enhancing a lot my power, in fact. Alright, so if I go back here, I can start them up. Okay, so you have some generic things here that you can use to start them up. So this is basically how it works. So if I go to the purple ones, let's check the one that is increasing my damage resistance. I suppose that I want to go with some damage resistance for PvP. Can I start this one up? Or you can use the blue ones to start up the purples. So I suppose that I need to save everything for the yellows only. Okay, I got the damage resistance here, so I'm gonna go with this one. For example, it requires more blue ones, and normally I have some more, because if I open that chest here, I got some fragments, and I didn't know what they were. So I'm gonna take only the yellows here. So in fact, these are only materials to start up your badges, if I understood that correctly. Alright, so we are a bit later now, and I decided to start up every single badge I had on my account. So let me explain to you how it works exactly. When you obtain a new one, you have 0 stars, so every star is empty here, okay? It is working almost the same as for the Monmate. You are starting with some blue stars, then you have some purple stars, and finally you have some yellow stars, and I suppose that then you have the orange, and finally the rainbow stars, alright? So basically you have 4 different rarities on the cores here, and at the beginning you need to use only some blues to have some blue stars, then you need some purples, then you need some yellows, then some red, and then I don't know because I don't even have a single red star on my account at the moment, so we will see that later. So for example, if I pick up this one, you have 5 stars, alright? So for the 4 first blue stars, you need to use only some blue cores here. But then to unlock the 5th star, the 5th blue star, you need 50 shards of the same badge. And after that, you are starting to get some purple stars, alright? If I take this one, you can see that I have 2 purple stars at the moment, and it requires 50 more shards to get the 3rd purple star here. So if I remember, normally to unlock the last purple star here, it will require as well 50 more shards of the same badge, alright? And you need to use purple cores to start it up, and after that you get the yellows, and for the yellows, every 2 stars, it requires 100 badges here, which is way more, but it's increasing a lot your stats here. For example, if I take this one, it's increasing my crit chance by 6.11%, and that's only a blue badge here. In comparison, if I show you the equivalence in purple, this is the one. 2 purple stars, and it has a less crit chance on it. So it is very, very interesting to start up first the blue ones, then the purples, then the yellows, and then I suppose the ultra rare ones, alright? Because it requires more materials to start up the purples. The higher the rarity, the more the materials it requires. So this is my opinion, alright? And it is easier because you get way more duplicates, so you will have faster the stars on it, so it is better in my opinion to first upgrade and use the low rarity badges, alright? So I'm gonna change that a bit later. So if I go back to identify here, so you have the packs to obtain some, so you can spend whatever you want. You have the redeem section here. You can spend a few diamonds every day to obtain a few of these, but it requires a crazy amount of diamonds. Or you have a pass to purchase. For $15, you are getting 5 chests daily. You get some diamonds as well the first time you are purchasing that. And you have more things inside. There is something more. You have the treasure hunt. Basically, I don't know if it replenishes one time per day, but you have some compass here that you can spend on the mine map to find some treasures. So for example, if I click here, if I go to hunt, I don't have any here. Yeah, regenerates daily. I don't have any here, but you will have a compass and it will indicate the location of a treasure. So you need to go to that location and then you need to dig up for 30 seconds to have the chest in which you have these rewards inside, alright? Then through some different events, you can get some badges here or some cores. So better take the low quality one first so you can upgrade more things, get more stats, and it is better to me. And then something that I hate, you need to know exactly what it does here because you don't have any interface. You can't know what that badge is doing for you here from that interface. So if you don't know about it, you need to go here, click there, and try to find the different badges here to know exactly what they are doing before coming back there and taking the shards from the shop here, from the chest. Bad interface, but whatever. One more thing, you have an event here. You need to complete a few quests and you can acquire a few more chests. And you have a shard, but to be in the shard, you need to open 800 chests. And from the beginning, I had only 133. It remains one entire week only, and so I want to be close to the 800 because I'm not planning to spend. And of course, the higher you are in the ranking, the more the rewards you get at the end. So if you're one more time a spender, spend absolutely everywhere and you're gonna get everything, alright? So guys, that was all I had to say about that new feature here. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know if you were lucky on the identifying feature here. If you were able, sorry, to get at least one red. I'm curious to know about it because the chances here are very low and I was not able to get any over 100 draws. So let me know in the comments. For me now, I'm gonna work on that. Gonna change the badges equipped on my character. I can probably have a bit more damage bonus if I'm using a purple instead of the yellow one, or I need to check everything here in detail. Look at that. Damage bonus, 2.67% with the purple, and if I check the yellow one that I have, damage bonus, this is exactly the same. So, you know what I think about that. Have a great day, guys. That was Actar. See you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.